Quick disclaimer before we get into the video. I want to jump this car off this wall. And if you want to help make that happen, I have to hit 30,000 subscribers. So subscribe at the button down below. Now let's get to the video. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's Dyno Day. That's right. On this episode of Clout Chasing, we are going to take the old truck up to HT Performance where we were last episode. If you didn't check that out, go check that out now. Found out they had a dyno. Didn't know that before we went. And I just can't help it. We just got to see. I'm so curious to see what power this old truck's putting down. It really doesn't have that many modifications that it should be putting down any crazy numbers, but I think the top tune on it's like a 230. Like a 230 horse. So, interested to see. They call that dyno the Heartbreaker. So hopefully the numbers come out pretty decent. So it's time to start the truck up because, well, frankly, it's freezing driving this thing with no windows, and it's about 28 degrees outside. It may start. It might. It's been sitting for about 5 days, and it has no glow plugs connected. So, batteries are a little weak. So, let's give it our best shot at a cold start up here. Not too bad at all considering how long it's been since it's been running the 25, 28 degree weather. So I'll let that sit there and warm up for a little bit because I need that heat to be cranking. Turn on the heated seats, put on my good winter jacket, gloves. Probably should get a hat too. So while that's warming up, I'm going to show you a little clip from when we just replaced the ball joint down below. The lower one, if you saw in the last video, is completely destroyed. We got a spacer there for the CV axle, but that's the end of the new CV axle we put in there. So, yeah, just check out this clip from working on that stuff. So apparently when you order a CV shaft from Advanced Auto, this box is what, 3.5 feet tall? Yeah, you're 6 foot, yeah. One. And then you look inside, and there's the CV shaft. It's almost twice as long as it needs to be.
Maybe it's supposed to be a 2-pack.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, well.
Don't grab it from the end.
No, I'm not going to do that. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's going to be separated soon enough. I don't need to do it in the garage here.
I'll just leave it there.
CV shaft didn't work. Yep. That took about 2 seconds of being in four-wheel drive. And before you mention it, yes, I know the diff has a bent output shaft and a broken off tab and all those things. And there's no real logical reason that it wouldn't break the CV shaft right away, but I thought maybe with the spacer, it might. But then I looked back at Whistlin Diesel's video and he had a spacer too. So we either need a bigger spacer, but what we really need is just to fix all the diff issues down below. But we like to try stuff on this channel. So with that, we are gonna get on the road. We are running very late. We're gonna go do dyno day. So no idea if you can hear me or not with all the wind, but if you were curious how the windshield is holding up after we definitely got the wrong thing, we got plexiglass instead of Lexan. I think that's right. Yeah. Whichever one you're supposed to get is not the one we got. It has not cracked anymore, even with the, pressure from the, wind and everything on it. It's been fine. It creaks a little bit sometimes, but like those cracks aren't any further over than when we put it in. So we did tape up this one over here, and that one I should have done that side. But otherwise, that helps a lot for the chilliness. But the windows being open, it's still quite cold inside here. And just like that, we are back at HT Performance. Now I think it is set to pretty much the lowest tune right there. So I don't know what the tunes are, but I think it's on the lowest one.
Do you want it all the way up?
Probably. All right, so since I've never done a dyno run before, Caleb's gonna give me a little insight on what all we're doing here today.
Okay. We'll do probably 3 to 4 pulls, so we have good back-to-backs. The first pull we'll do is set the RPM, and then we'll have 3 to 4 good pulls after that. We'll put load on it, probably about 35% load, it being a stock truck, and see if we can get some power out of this thing.
All right, man. Sounds good. Says, but I'm going to go over and look at it at least. Got our first run. All right. What's it saying here?
469 and 789 foot-pounds.
469, 789 torque. All right. Not too bad. Saying
all three runs were real close. 470 or 480 and 789.
480, 789.
Yeah,
all right. Well, at least she's consistent, right?
Yeah.
You feel vibrating.
Oh man, that drive shaft.
Waiting for something to blow parts.
Yeah, needs some U joints.
Yeah. Yeah. Decent numbers though.
Yeah.
That's why they call this Henry the Heartbreaker.
Hey, I was truly happy with anything. Like I mean, anything more than stock. I mean, doesn't make a big difference to me. We're just starting out. So,
Yeah.
So what's the drivetrain loss? Like 20-30%?
Like 18 to 20%.
Okay. All right, we just wrapped up here. Pulled out of the shop. Gonna see you back at home. Hopefully the drive shaft U joints and stuff don't blow up on the way home, because I don't think they've been tested that hard in a while, and it was vibrating pretty bad in there. So we made it back home, and I did something real stupid. I got a printout to go over once I got back home with the dyno numbers, set it on the seat, and as soon as I hit like 20 miles an hour, it went flying out the window, which makes perfect sense. I just didn't think about it. So it's laying on the road somewhere, and not here. But not to fear, I have a almost official dyno sheet right here. This is about as official as most people's dyno sheets when they claim their car makes a ton of horsepower. But these actually are kind of the numbers that you saw in the video. So yeah, 789 pound-feet of torque, 480 horsepower with an 18% drivetrain loss. That's like 565 horsepower, and torque, that's like 930 pound-feet of torque. Now, I was completely happy with those numbers because I just am still learning as we go here. Admittedly, I'm not a huge diesel guy, but they said that they can get well over 500 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels, and well over 1,000 horsepower with the right tune, pretty much on the same setup as we have right here. So probably going to go back to a little bit of tuning, but that will most likely be after we get the whole body and everything swapped on this guy, which is coming up soon. And for all of the guys who stuck through to the end of the video, we are going to cut the roof off and make a convertible probably next video. I think that's right. As far as maintenance we got coming up is definitely the drive shafts first. Like all the U-joints and everything, because it vibrates a lot like you're sitting on a paint shaker right now, and they are going to fall out and apart at some point. Kind of a miracle they didn't hear today. And just like that, this video is over. Got some more stuff coming up. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Have a great day.
All right, I'm going to try to help out my irresponsible brother for a second. I happen to be driving right by where he lost this piece of paper for the dyno test. I think there's not a good chance that this piece of litter is the actual dyno test results, but it's possible. So I'm gonna take a look at it. I see over here, I don't know if you can see in the weeds right about, let me see if I can get it right about there by the mirror. There's a little piece of paper. That's the only piece of paper I see in the area that makes any sense. So I was driving through the area, so I thought I'd stop and see what it is. Take a look. Probably not. It looks kind of worn. But we'll see. Owner Top Line Racer. There it is. I found the one sheet of paper along the road. He's never going to believe this crap.